Fear of failure. People talk about things they want to do. There are people who talk about wanting to leave their job and starting their own business. There are people who want to go and try for a better job and earn more money, more respect. There are people who want to get a girl or a boy who is out of their league. But sadly, many of them have been talking about it for the last 5 years or 10 years, but they are not doing anything about it. It is mostly because they fear that they may fail and what will happen if they fail. Because we are worried about failing, we don't even start things that we want to start. We keep planning about it and we spend hundreds of hours planning and strategizing about how we are going to do it, how we are going to achieve it. But in practicality, we do nothing. And so it remains a dream which is unfulfilled. Some of my friends have been thinking about starting a business since college days, but they haven't done it yet because they fear that they may fail. And if they fail, what will happen? What will people think about them, say about them? Other people will laugh at them. They also fear that their colleagues, people who are junior to them, will rise higher than them and will have a better designation, more money, maybe a bigger house, more material possessions than they have. And if they fail, they might not have anything at all. Then how will they survive? And if they have a family, they will be worried about how the family will survive. Excuses. But since they are not feeling good because of not doing what they have been talking about for so long, they will find some excuses why they are not able to do it till now. We make excuses to hide the fear of failure we have. If someone is not doing what he has been speaking for a long time, you will find various types of excuses like, a business needs lots of capital and I don't have it. You should start business when you are young and I'm already about 40. How can I start one right now? I have a family and I need to take care of them. I have different obligations and so I cannot simply jump into starting my own business. But that makes you unhappy. When you cannot do what you have been dreaming of, what you have been talking about, when you cannot do what we always wanted to do, it will make you sad. You cannot be happy when you know you are not doing something which you really want to do. Whether you have lots of money, lots of material possessions, you have a fancy designation, nothing can help you to be happy. Because this is not what you always wanted to do. You wanted to do something else, be someone else, but you are doing something else and you have become someone else. How can you be happy? But don't you want to be happy? If you really want to do what you have been dreaming of, you will have to learn how to manage the fear of failure. But how do you do that? How do you manage the fear of failure? Take it head on, face it. If you want to face the fear of failure, you will have to take it head on. There is no other way. Unless you face it, how can you expect to fight it? And if you don't fight it, how can you expect to win the fight? Unless you face the fear of failure, it will never leave you. Once you face it, you will see that this is just the perception that is holding you back. You will understand that it was your imagination which was causing so much trouble and made you immobile. Fear is nothing but your negative imagination about the future. That is why when you face it, this imagination is shattered. Start facing whatever fear you have, especially the fear of failure. Failing is important. It will help you to get rid of the fear you have. In life, at some point or other, you will fail. Everybody does. You cannot get rid of failing. There is only one way of avoiding failing, and that is to not to try anything at all. Because you might fail. Is this what you want? If you are not trying anything because you might fail, how can you expect to achieve anything at all or get the results that you really want? Stop worrying about what other people think. One of the main reasons why you don't start something because you are worried about what people will think about you, say about you if you fail. Here you are worried about other people, what they will think, what they will say about you. This happens when you don't have self-awareness and self-confidence. When you have both of them, you are not worried about what other people will think and say about you. Rather, you will be worried about what you think about yourself. When you have both of them, you are not worried about what other people will think and say about you. Rather, you will be worried about what you want to do and how to do it. Whatever you do, people will always find something to say about it. Don't worry about it. Whose life is this? Is this your life? If this is your life, why are you not worried about what you will think about yourself? Why are you worried about what other people say and think about you? This is your life and you need to live it as you want without disturbing anyone else. If this is your life, you need to decide what you want to do and what you should do, what you should feel about yourself, how much you do, and anything else about yourself. Unless you let go of this fear of failure, it will not be possible for you to do anything at all. Whether it is a business that you always wanted to start or something else related to other aspects of your life. And my request to you is that simply understand that failures will be there in your life. You need to accept that and make that failure the stepping stone for your success in the future. Don't worry about the failures. They will help you to become better and do better in the next thing that you are going to do. So let's do it.